The West Pier ghost is said to date from the late 80s and is thought to have been a homeless victim of a drugs overdose. Witnesses describe a pale-looking girl dressed in tattered clothing who appears huddled in doorways and architectural crevices. When she is brought into full view, she vanishes from sight, leaving witnesses terrified.
Today, the huge building that once housed the Hannington's department store has been divided into numerous boutiques. Maria Gibson worked at Hannington's all her life. As a manager, she would not tolerate tardiness, poor customer service, or immodest behavior. Imagine, therefore, the distress that must have been caused to her spirit when the 21st century hit Hannington's. According to reports, Maria is particularly angered by some of the items that are now sold in various boutiques that inhabit the corpse of Hannington's. Alternatively, items are thrown in the face of customers in a demonstration that modernity is not welcome at Hannington's.
One location that remained venerated and holy throughout Brighton's changing culture was the spring at St. Anne's Wells. It is thought that the spring was probably first named Annifride's Wells, in memory of a Saxon princess. According to local legend, Annifride's husband was murdered, and when news of his death reached her, she burst into tears. When the tears hit the ground, a well sprang up, which became known as Annifride's Well. The location is known to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Some commentators believe the spring could be a crossover point between the material world and the spirit world, popularly known as a hellmouth. Reports of demonic children are particularly popular, with one account from 1896 talking of a horde of demented youths with cat-like eyes terrorizing a party of Brighton merchants and businessmen.
Preston Manor was the home of the biggest landowners in Brighton. Several guests staying in the Southwest Library reported seeing disembodied hands and hearing weird and uncanny noises. For several years, the family had been troubled by inexplicable phenomena including silk dresses cut into diamond patterns and mysterious figures seen on the staircase. The medium Ada Goodrich Freer revealed that she was receiving messages from a nun who had been wrongly excommunicated from the church and buried in unconsecrated ground outside the house. It was claimed that if she was given a Christian burial, the haunting would cease. A year later, there was an epidemic of sore throats and the drains at the house were inspected. The skeleton of a woman was found under the terrace outside the dining room, and the bones were certified as being about 400 years old. The skeleton was apparently reburied discreetly by a local gravedigger. The ghost is reported to have made no further appearances since then.